Okay. In this video, we are going to get you started with supplies. Before I say anything about supplies for any of the clubs, I need you to register the following sentence, which is always use what you got. Okay? Nothing is required. You are free to use whatever you have at all times, okay? If you are struggling and your results are like weird, like, oh, that didn't work right, then I would consider being like, maybe my paper is not quite right. What is Karen using? I'm going to go ahead and grab that because she tells me paper is important and that might make a difference. Okay. So feel free to add on slowly over time as needed. That being said, I know some people just want to know what the heck to get and what to use. So I always provide a list of supplies that I'm using for each specific lesson. And I also have classrooms within all clubs that talk about the basic supplies that I like to use most frequently. All three clubs also have new members' classrooms. And in those new members' classrooms, I also have little sections on supplies to get you started. In today's email, I've actually brought to you those supplies links and links to that section of the new members' classrooms for each club. So you don't have to go hunting for it, okay? But again, everything is suggested, nothing is required. So I also, before we go any further, again, so after you watch this video, you're going to scroll down. You are going to see a screenshot of what I've done is I've compiled a suggested list within my Amazon shop. So you can kind of see at a glance my most frequently used supplies. Because sometimes you can just eyeball down and be like, oh, yep, I got mechanical pencils. That's fine. I don't need that. Yep, I have erasers. I don't need to buy those. Oh, what's watercolor paper? Oh, I don't have watercolor paper. I should probably get those. So I'm putting a visual picture of the recommended supplies. And it's not every supply, but it's like the most frequently used ones for each club. And each subsequent email that you're going to get during this onboarding process for the Wonder Bundle, I'm going to go club by club by club. I'm always going to start with a drawing club. Then I'm going to follow up with the Mixed Media Society. And then I'm going to follow up with the Celtic Collective. Why? Because when you start getting my weekly email club newsletters, that's always the order that I go in. No particular reason why, but I want you to get used to how my emails are formatted. You'll always get a video from me at the top. Then we'll always go club by club. Okay. So once you've stopped watching this video, scroll down. You'll see the supplies picture. You'll have a link to that Amazon shop in case you want to pop over, and you'll get the supplies video from me for the Fun Fab Drawing Club. Scroll down a little bit more, you'll see a photo of the recommended supplies for the Mixed Media Society, a link to the Amazon shop, a video about supplies for the Mixed Media Society, same thing for the Celtic Collective. Just a little thing to note, the Amazon shops are only good for US residents, but you can use the product name and links. You can copy the names of the product and go into the Amazon of your country to keep searching, or print out the list and take it with you to your local arts and crafts store. Okay? So these are all a guideline. Again, nothing is required. Also, you'll see included in those lists are the books. Tomorrow's email, we're going to talk about books. So don't worry about books just today. Let's just have an overview of the supplies. Okay? All right. Last but not least, before I leave you, if you want to discover and dive into the new members' classrooms for each club, this is how you get there. You're going to go to awesomeartschool.com. Okay, at the very top black bar, you'll see all the names of all the clubs. That's always how you're going to navigate to those places because you can see everything in one spot. So if I want to find the new members classroom for the Fun Fab Drawing Club, I log in at Awesome Art School. I click on Fun Fab Drawing Club at the top. This takes me to the visual index. You'll see the calendar, the books, and right here at the top is the new members classroom. Okay. And that has this same information, but for each club. Same thing if I want to find Mixed Media Society, I go to awesomeartschool.com. I log in. I click Mixed Media Society at the top. Takes me to the visual index. I scroll down. I see the calendar. I see the books. And I see the new members classroom. Okay. Again, for Celtic Collective, I start at awesomeartschool.com. I log in. I click Celtic Collective up at the top. Takes me to the visual index. You see the calendar. You see the books. And you see the new members classrooms. Okay. So if you ever lose track of this email, I suggest always starting with a club that you're interested in diving into that day. And you can always, if you get lost or need a refresher, go to the new members classrooms for each. All right, keep scrolling down and let's talk about supplies.